Good evening and welcome. I am just waiting for some people to join in so that I can start the live. Today's live is something very human and good evening and welcome to Nonsense Talk Live. Today I don't have any political agenda or any debatable issue or any bashing. A few observations that I actually went through today and want to share with you as a citizen. Call it irony of fate or coincidence. Today, after 5 weeks, I was at the same place, same time, same day at the Keoratala crematorium. 5 weeks back, I was there to cremate my ma. Today, it was a friend's mother who had expired. The similarity was both the sisters are lonely and alone. That year I was totally lonely and alone. Thanks to some of my relatives who stood beside me, and of course you guys whom I always call the extended family. I read the message on WhatsApp in the morning and decided to stand beside them in this grave hour. So both the sisters came alone with two friends of theirs. Well, I am not here to discuss the plight or the woes of the family. I want to share a couple of observations that actually to me was very objectionable. Today, unfortunately, during that time, that very moment, the mortal remains of Amala Shankar, wife of great Uday Shankar and herself, a great dancer, came and there was totally a hustle and bustle across the crematorium, which was first that I noticed that there was suddenly a helter-skelter all around the crematorium and everybody was saying VIP body asche, VIP body asche. Means VIP body was coming. I will be speaking most of the live in Bengali because I will have to I will be expressing verbatim what I heard there, so I will be translating. First of all, I fail to understand how can a body or a death become VIP or VVIP and commoner. This whole concept is very objectionable, especially standing there where everybody was actually waiting to cremate and everybody was in solemn mood. They were there because they had lost their near and dear ones. And today, I would like to mention one particular death. A young woman was brought and the only daughter, because she did all the rituals, she was hardly 13 or 14 years old. That was really very, very touching and very grave. At least I felt very bad seeing her totally traumatized small girl. Well, second thing, there was a representative from the municipality or KMC who came rushing to the crematorium and instructed these staffs at the crematorium. He said, and I quote, আগাছাগুলোকে পরিষ্কার করে দিয়ে ওগুলো আগে চোখে পড়ে. Clear the twigs or the unwanted plants that have grown, because these are the first thing that media or people will notice because they are VIP. I was surprised to see one of the prominent media organization was there. They reached sometime before the body arrived, and I am sure that reporter, if I can hear this, then that reporter also heard this, but they didn't even think of doing a story on this. They came for reporting Amala Shankar's funeral. So they were waiting for the dead body, the cottage to come. And do their work. Being a journalist, being a reporter, the first thing that comes to one's mind is the stories that we get other than the real subject. That's the story. Funeral was certainly the main story. But these stories are actually, as we call in our terms, are standalone stories, and they actually are the most important stories. These are civic stories. These are the stories which people will show interest because it concerns them. Third observation. Those who have been to Keoratala, Mohashashan, Keoratala crematorium, have noticed there is actually a opening kind of a cubicle, or I don't know how to express it, just near the staircase, where actually these linen and the cots are actually thrown. There were piles. There were piles of cots, piles of linens. Naturally, family who come and they throw there. Till today, 11:30 a.m., administration or whoever were in charge of the place cared a fig about this. It was natural. But when they heard that a VIP body was coming, again they said, and I quote, আগে ওইগুলোকে সরা, ওগুলো নোংরা হয়ে রয়েছে, ওগুলো যদি চোখে পড়ে মুশকিল হয়ে যাবে. Remove those first, because if these things catch hold of the VIPs, then we might be in trouble. I was stunned. I was stunned because they were saying this very openly, as if the VIP or the media which were coming with the VVIPs or VIPs are only important. How could they be so sure that someone uh, will not be in the crowd of the common, the common crowd, like I was there, like I picked up the pegs and decided to talk to you today regarding this. As I said, I won't be going into any criticism, any bashing, but just wanted to share. Fourth observation. When finally the administration was in and everybody was preparing for the guard of honor, there was a horse belonging to a commoner. Sorry for my sarcasm, but now I will use commoner and VVIP. I have immense respect for Omala Shankar. I have immense respect for Uday Shankar. I have immense respect for the Shankar family. And I have nothing against the VVIPs or VIPs here. This is the structure of the administration. So, when this hearse of the commoner arrived, one of the so-called in charge from the administration shouted, "Garitake oikhane thama. VIP gari eshe gele mushkil hoye jabe. Stop that car ahead of the gate, because if the VIP car comes in, then we will be in trouble. আগে ভিআইপি গাড়িটাকে ঢুকতে দিতে হবে. First, we will have to arrange for the VIP cottage." I really have no words to express, because for two things. One, as I said, by that time, couple of media had come. And if I can hear this, then I am sure the other reporters must have heard this. None showed any interest to counter or to ask the people in the administration why they are saying this. After all, this is a crematorium. Two, I was ashamed because of the humanity. I was ashamed to see the faces of the other people who were waiting to cremate their near and dear ones with tears. Perhaps they were trying to understand why this discrepancy, why this differentiation between them and the VVIP. VIP culture, VVIP culture, we are all familiar with in this country. But at the crematorium, it's utter shame. I just wanted to share this few words with you, and nothing more than this. I'm really not in a mood also, because you all know me, I am very sentimental and emotional. So, coming from such a place where you get the real picture of sufferings, where you get the real picture of people's plight, tears, sorrow, it actually it plays with my sentiments, my emotions. I am not that immune. So only this much I wanted to share with you. But before summing up, all I have to say is, this differentiation, this discrepancy should not be there, because the death is a death. And the funniest part is, we all write philosophical remarks that death is the end of ego, end of privileges, because chitate shab shesh, everything ends in the pyre. But when you see these things, you understand that the pyre of a VIP or VVIP is also different from the commoners.